EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Long and right. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get it. D-line, get that quarterback. Jump.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pick. Up of 5.
The tackle it's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
15. Check 15. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Room here to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints' first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Ready? 5-9. Check 53. Hey, kill.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for he's got it with the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 52 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Yellow lady, check 53. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check. You're good. Right forward, ready.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football.
And got his man complete. the 40, the 20, 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A final shot before break. Hill, he gets it to Thomas. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. On the ground, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
95-56, 95-56.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense not getting out of their lanes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Ruled up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going into the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career. And this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That was a big-time hire for them.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. On first down, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chiefs. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.